so now what I'm going to use is eraser tool. Where am I? So this is this, and I'm on the V tool, so I'm eraser. Why didn't allow me to click OK? Yeah, okay. It just says it needs the object needs to be rasterized, so you just click OK so to allow. So with the eraser tool, I will use maybe something like 80 or something, and then I will erase the rest of the parts. So so that I don't know, maybe it blends better. And then so normally I just erase from the top, but as I get closer, I can decrease my brush and then, you know, erase a bit better here.
Oh, I would like all the animals to be kind of clear. So
okay.
yeah, some opacity would be good.
By the way, window history, I can go back. Window history. Yeah, okay. I can go back until several steps.
Oh, that's so great. So you can actually go back to that step.
Yeah. This is the good part with this. So let's say here, actually see the cat is already a little bit. And then now I can do like 100% because I am sure like which one, like for effects you can. Yep. So, and then this one you can clean up a bit later, like smaller and okay. So let's imagine it's already like this. And then for me, I don't like this rugged edges. I will delete maybe.
We still gotta move it, right? Like we gotta move it.
So now then, to move this, I click V tool and I move. Where do you want to place this?
You see with where the black hole is.
Okay.
I want them to kind of come out of that black hole. So we also need to shrink it so it matches the size a little bit.
Okay. So I will do Command C and I will hold the Shift and Option key. And then I can do like this. Now, to make it easier, because I cannot see the black hole, right? So I will lessen the opacity here a little bit for the moment. So I can, okay, see it's like, okay, this one. I don't know if you can see from the zoom, but
yeah, I can.
Okay, then I can go back to this and then make it clear.
Very cool.
Yes, and then also, and then click OK. Okay, now so they look like it should look like they're coming from the black hole, right? Is that what you're trying to do? Okay, so let me just try to blend the curve. Okay, there. And then I would probably, I don't know, try to, you know, the thing is, can we do that here? No, we cannot do that. You can select one by one the blending modes and see which one, because sometimes I'm like, I tell my students I don't have a specific rule which one to use. I check visually, okay, which one works best for my picture. So, but for me, I imagine this would be somewhere in this multiply things, because it's a bit dark, this picture, or I can lighten or something. Okay, and then so now the question is, okay, something.
This green front edge, yeah, like this part.
Yeah, so
not good.
I can also, what I can do is I can copy this part here. How to say? So in here we have the clone stamp tool. So what it does is, first you hit the Option key. Okay, the Option key as a source. So maybe here. I know, maybe Option key here, and then it will. You can start painting. It will start copying that brush.
So like merging. So good.
Yeah, so this is here, and then but it takes some time, you know, and then little by little. So at
Oh,
least,
this is very good.
yeah, so it blends the thing. So this is what we call clone stamp tool, just to make it V. So let me just try to, oops, Command Z.
I love it. This is what I was looking for. You found
And
it for me. This is the big
yes,
win.
yes. And then,
And the same will work on the bottom and on the side. Yeah.
yes. So the clone stamp tool, just to remember, is that you hold the Option key first to select an area. It means that's where we will copy. So I will click here. And then when you see my brush, that's where I'm copying. And then as I copy, I will undo it, don't worry. As I copy, you will see the plus arrow, that's where it's copying. And then sometimes when we copy, so Command Z, sometimes
Oh,
when
it will copy the whole picture, you say?
yeah, yes.
Ah,
And
oh,
then
that's even better. Oh,
yes,
that's great.
and yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's quite kind of great because you can also like blend in immediately. And also sometimes, like for example, I don't want this part, so I will hold the Option key again and then change to this. For example, I change this animal, and then I want to copy this animal, Option,
Uh-huh.
and then it copies just that.
So
So
good.
so you don't need to copy the entire thing. You can click Option, click Option, click. So it's called the clone stamp tool.
And then the copied one, can you make it bigger and smaller or not really?
Not really, because it's not an object. It's like a print, and it's all in one layer. It's all in
Okay,
it's in this layer.
understood, understood. Yes.
If you want to do things like that, you can, each time you can add a new layer here, and then I copy here, and then add a new layer. So it's not
And
gonna
if I
do
want
so
to make
much.
it bigger and smaller, then again, I lasso it out and then I can make it bigger and smaller.
Yes, exactly. So for example, let's try here, layer 3, Command C. You don't need to lasso it out. It's automatically can be bigger. But the quality is not that good. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, Command C, that's copy, right?
yes, Command C is copy. But because I place it on another layer, I can resize it with Command T, Control T, and it already resizes. And then check. You no need for lasso tool or anything. So I will hide this. I will just go back to these things. So what else? Okay, so we brush, and also I can okay, now let's try a brush tool. So letter B is a brush. Just to end in. So one technique that I would do is, if it was my work, I would hold the letter I, eyedropper tool. I can click a color from your painting like this, and then using B, the brush tool, I can lightly add it, like, I don't know, maybe here I can add this C, and I can brush, and the opacity is lower, less than 100, and then you can, I don't know, you can blend your things in.
And what kind of brush are you using? Also specific brush or any brush?
I'm also just
Soft.
using this soft, but I don't know if later you have some effects, you can use any of this angled brush and maybe have some strokes. But for me, I'm not a painter, so I'm normally just editing stuff. So for me, this works because like if I have another picture here, if you add some brush, it makes it look more organic, not just some pasted pictures together, you know. So
That's exactly what I want for this. This is all I need. I want to blend two pictures together for this specific
yes.
thing.
So yeah, so just erase the parts and use clone stamp tool and brush tool. I think that's quite good enough. Yes. So these
So
are
for
the,
example,
yeah.
could you try it like on this left corner? You see where the red is? Yeah,
Okay,
in the
hold on.
middle.
Let me what okay, let
You
me
see like where black becomes red?
okay. This delete. I'm just gonna delete some parts. Okay, so did you
Yeah,
mean
like
this
there.
one? Yes.
No, no,
Okay,
no, not yeah, yeah.
this one.
This no, I'm just talking about the corner, just to finish with the corners.
Yes, okay. This one here. Yeah.
Yeah, would you use the stamp tool or the brush tool?
I can try like maybe let's try first with the stamp tool. With the clone stamp tool, because so hold the option key. Okay, let's start with this. Because the question is okay, where are we selecting? By the way, when you copy, you have to be on the right layer. Okay, I'm here, and we are, what layer is this? 4469. Okay. So, okay. So the clone stamp tool, yeah, if it's different colors, I suggest, why? Yeah, okay. If it's different colors, I suggest use clone stamp tool, because it makes more sense to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one is where, okay, try to blend, and then like some like this one, because it has different colors. So, and then option, like you know that, okay, it becomes a lighter color, so it should be lighter here, but Command Z, it's not doing that, so maybe I will just use it here. Command Z. So for example, here now it becomes green and this, so I will hold the option key here and move up, option key here, move up, like kind of blend it like this. And then also here, option like this. And then I just use the brush like for finishing touches. Like for example, I think this one, I would even use I will use a white color brush, and then I usually like to use screen, and I use like 30%, or I don't know, lower. So let's make the brush a bit bigger. So you can do like this, like a big white something. Is there a picture under? Okay, no, I'm still on the thing. So I will use a brush, and then I will use a screen, and I will make sure I'm on white color here. So I can add the brush here to lighten it up, and then I can make my brush smaller, and then I can increase the opacity, and then oops, and then it will be brighter. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you make mistake, like not make mistake, but sometimes you copy accidentally a dark color of the painting, so you can use the brush to correct things. So when I'm using highlights, so this one here, when you see lighten screen, I usually use a white picture here, a white brush. But
How do you switch to white?
yes,
How do you switch between?
okay, by default we type letter D, and that would give you black and white. Okay. And then because the default is black and white, and to switch from black to white, I will press X, and I will do that. Okay. So now I use the white for the highlight, and then I want to do a shadow, because some parts here can be shadow. So I will go to black, but for black, I use here above multiply. So those two things are important. Screen is for white, it's for the highlight. Multiply is for shadow, it's black. And then see what it does. Okay, let me just show you bigger so you can see. It's big like this. Okay, it might look like a smoke, but if it's light, it's nice. And what you can do, what I like to do, I have a big brush for the darker color like this, and then a smaller brush, and it could be a darker shade, and then you blend those two, and those would look natural. Yeah, those kind of things.
That's how you would create shadows in general?
Yes, shadows. Because I work in fashion design, right? So when we draw the clothing and we need to show some shadows, that's how I would do it. But I always tell the students, I don't like too dark shadow, because they look like smoke on the clothing. So I always tell them, lower your opacity to lower than 30%, so that yeah, it's like that.
And with the brush, just with the brush, that's
Yeah,
great. Okay,
just
so
with
it's
the
so
brush.
simple.
Yes, those three things already, I think you can already blend things in. Just some notes. See this line here, this line of the two panels. I think
Mhm.
you should be able to blend this in. It's two different things, so I would imagine maybe a combination of the clone stamp tool and the brush tool.
You know, I think I'm gonna try doing it myself. Like, but could you also, like, for example, let's go with the picture on the very left. You see this lady, like the weird lady picture?
Uh,
Yeah, this one.
Here,
The no. Let's say the one on the very left, the
okay.
left.
Mm.
Yeah, this one. How can we play with it? Maybe make it a little bigger and more sharp, or and something like that, just to
Mm.
do something different.
Okay,
No,
here it's this one, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
and it's the full thing.
Okay, so I will have command plus. You hold shift and option to resize from the center. So maybe,
Mm-hmm.
okay. And then answer. What else can we do? This is on, okay. I saw that you tried to do this. Let's go back to normal first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay, so it's like
good
this
idea.
and 100%. So
Oh,
you,
that's it. Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's the natural state. So you want to blend it in or something?
Yeah, let's say we want to blend it in.
Mm.
How would you go about it?
Okay, so first, you were already in a right track by changing the opacity, but perhaps maybe I can delete the stuff first. So you just want this lady, right? The other parts you don't want.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so let's try eraser tool. Why again? You know, just click OK and rasterize. Uh, Sometimes you can also cut a bit away from here. So I will cut away first the things that I don't need and try to have a little bit, how to say, in excess. Like it's fine if like, it's like we can edit later, or something disappears.
Actually, really good like this. Yeah,
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 this is good.
yeah. And
Mm-hmm.
then you can delete. And then some things that you can also apply. So here you go, and then you go here, and then you can try solid color. No, not this. You can go to effects, and then you can click let's say drop shadow.
Mm.
So this drop shadow, you can like you can have some drop shadow here, or you can play with these things here. Pattern overlay, inner glow. I would add some inner glow. So see what it does here. It's like
Mm.
this
Mm.
is your own thing.
Oh, that's very cool too. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that works on the overall image
yes,
around.
exactly. It's in the overall image,
Hmm.
and then you can
Yeah,
delete.
that's interesting.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can try here. So this, because I think like, I don't know, it feels like it needed some glow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, hold
Mm-hmm.
on. And then this one here, I can delete again some parts. And then for here, I can, what else can I do with this? You can even repeat this thing on the other parts of your picture. I don't know, um, hold this,
This is
or
great,
yeah,
actually. Yeah,
yeah.
very, very good.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so you can try that, apply some effects, and then at the end, okay, let's try to do that last thing that I told you. So if at the end, okay, I'm happy with this picture, I think for this picture, maybe a brown, no, a yellowish color, we can try. So I will go on top of the layers, click here, solid color,
Oh,
and
we need to, I think, get rid of one of the layers because it's taking over.
yes, uh,
Maybe later.
yes, maybe at the end. So this is just like an example. So I
Overlay.
can do overlay, and then I can lessen this to like this. What it does is just it evens out everything and it blends it more. See here, it's here it looks like it's already part of it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Like it adds another dimension. It's up to
Mm-hmm.
you. And then this one here, you can double click and you can change the color. Oh, I don't like yellow too much. So I will click
Mm.
pink, and maybe it does it better for you. And then you can always change here. You can make it lighter. You know, it's just for blending everything together. So I really recommend this at the last part.
Very cool.
Mm.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
very useful.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay, so I think our time is up. If you have any questions, you can also send me email. Do you want me to send you this file?
Please, yes,
Yes.
that will be